Teeter, hang up inversion tables and love it, and come back for more.
So I couldn't recommend it highly enough to anyone out there who suffers any sort of low back pain.
My mom said the first time I got on that thing and inverted, she said the look on my face, I looked like I was so relieved, the pressure.
And I will continue to use it for my back for many years to come.
It's been one of the best purchases that I've ever made in my life.
I have 6 grandkids, and I am able to get on the floor and play with them. Thanks for being there for me. I really appreciate it. Keep up the good work and stay upside down.
Man, it feels so good and just really relaxes you. I don't know that I'll ever not use this every day.
We use it every night right before we go to bed. We love our inversion table and we couldn't do without it.
I just really wanted to say thank you.
I kind of chuckled when she said, keep up the good work and stay upside down. I love it. This is the one that everyone's talked about. This is our longest running piece of fitness equipment here at HSN, and it is the Teeter FitSpine inversion table. Now, there have been upgrades and iterations and the latest and greatest model, and you are looking at a big customer pick. There are 471 reviews on this right now on hsn.com. This is the X3 version. We're gonna give you everything that you need to feel better, because when it comes to inversion, the reason why people who've done it rave about it is that it helps to temporarily decompress the spine. It helps to enhance your flexibility. It's an indication for the temporary relief of back pain, sciatica, herniated discs, and so much more. And that's what we're talking about right here. Muscle spasms, and you can see just the way that it lays out. And if you are waking up this morning and you're saying, oh gosh, that's me, that's what I need something, it's not permanent, but it is gonna give you that temporary relief. And if that can get you to the afternoon, if that can get you through your day, if that can get you through a weekend, feeling better than what you normally feel like, then it is so worth it. We're gonna give you all of the details, and I don't want you to be afraid of going upside down, because you don't even need to do full inversion, as they say, in order to receive those benefits. We do have a sale price where you're saving about $120 off of our regular HSN price, and you get everything that you're going to need, and we're gonna give you all of the details. Now, give us a few moments. We're gonna demonstrate in studio. Donna's joining us as well, and she's been inverting for a number of years, so you can see she's got a very high comfort level here. Even if you've never done it before, I think you will be impressed with what you see from our presentation, and I really want you to go ahead and pick yours up. So for that reason, we've got a QR code at the bottom of your screen, and it's going to, if you use the phone, the camera on your phone or your tablet, click on that QR code and it'll take you straight to the page to place your order. 634-808. Riley Teeter is joining us via Skype to talk us through, Riley, all of the benefits of inversion and why this is the only table for you. And welcome in. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. This is natural back pain relief. This is using your own body weight to pull traction so that you're opening up these joints that are compressed, that are aching, and giving them a break, giving them a chance to realign, for the disc to rehydrate and rejuvenate, and for you to get that relief, that pep back in your step, that ability to do the things that you love. And it's super, super easy. As you can see here, as your arms go up, you displace the weight so that you rotate into inversion. And then from here, you are alleviating back pain in 4 ways. You're stretching and relaxing tense muscles. So as the FDA said on their list, muscle spasm, muscle tension. You're naturally realigning the spine. And as you stretch, all these joints open up. Those discs that may have thinned out, causing you to lose mobility or flexibility, or even pinching nerves. If you have sciatica or a herniated disc, a bulge disc, degenerative disc disease, you're taking the pressure off. And when you take the pressure off, you relieve the pain. It's that simple, it's that easy, and it only takes 3 to 5 minutes of stretching. to get all those benefits.
I'm glad that you said that. 3 to 5 minutes. It doesn't take an hour, it doesn't take all day, 3 to 5 minutes. And like we were saying, if that can help you get through your day or get through your morning, and because you have this, if it gets you to lunchtime, you get on 3 more minutes and it gets you through the rest of the day, and you're gonna realize, you're gonna find out that the more you use it, the better that you feel for longer periods of time, because you're really addressing those issues of that back. I want to take a listen to a testimonial from a gentleman named Bob. While you're listening to Bob, you may see or hear yourself in that testimonial. Let's take a listen, and then we're going to come and talk more.
I love to golf. I walk 18 holes of golf every Sunday. I was hurting all the time, and golf was a chore. I wasn't hitting the ball that well. I saw the Teeter commercial, and I saw one of the guys saying, he inverts and gets out and he plays. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. After like 10 or 12 days, I was fully inverting, and I'm flexing on it, and I'm like, wow, it's giving your spine a mini vacation, because you're taking all that pressure off of it, letting it stretch out. It's given me a lot of motion back. My pain is reduced. My outlook is great, and I'm hitting the ball the best I've hit since I've been playing golf, since I was 30. I'm jazzed. I'm just, Every Saturday we take the grandkids for like 5 or 6 hours, and pretty much anything they want to do, I can keep up with them. And that's huge. I mean, that's quality of life. That's big stuff. You can't buy that. I mean, and that's what you want to do. Teeter helps me lead the physical life I want to live. I don't just endorse stuff unless it's made a big change in my life, and this is one of the things that's made a big change in my life.
You know what, Riley, one of the things I like about that testimonial from Bob, I come from a family of golfers as well, who say they can't imagine not being able to do the things that they love, whether it's play golf or tennis or just be with the family. And for when you're waking up with that back pain, it can keep you out of those things. So let's talk about, let's take a tour and talk about why this is designed the way it has been, and really what it's doing for our body.
Yes, absolutely, because this is a table that has a ton of features that are built for the benefits. That means everything that we do is built to facilitate a better stretch so that you can achieve all the benefits. So it's really easy. It comes 85% pre-assembled for you. And as soon as you have it put together, which should take about 15 minutes, you just follow 1, 2, 3. You set your height. So it's stamped in here in inches and centimeters. Then you set your maximum angle of inversion. So you don't have to go to full inversion. Bob talked about how in 10 to 11 days, he was fully upside down. You don't even have to work up to that, but you'll be amazed once you get the table how comfortable you are inverting and how good that extra stretch feels. So, but I don't want you to feel intimidated that you have to do that right out of the gate. So you set your maximum angle, and then from there, you simply step in, slide in from the side here, and close. Now, pay particular attention to this ankle locking system, because this is really a lot of design, a lot of comfort to give you security. So we have wraparound ankle supports. They're soft and squishy on the inside, very firm on the outside to give you that stability, yet comfort. They wrap around so you can see that they kind of create a boot as they come together because they're wrapped. And then you have that extension handle, so you don't have to bend all the way down. Right? And Tamara and I are both standing on a foot platform that adjusts to a higher low position so that it closes on the smallest part of your ankle. All of this gives you better comfort. Now from here, the table is precision balanced. So we started with setting the height. That puts half your body weight on one side of the pivot point and half your body weight on the other. And then it's just the weight of your arms that rotates you. And you can see it's slow, it's controlled, we're not going crazy, it's not fast, it's not scary. When you stop moving your arms, you stop moving. And so if this is where you want to go, just set your arms down. If you want to keep going, stretch out. And again, you have that tether strap that's going to stop you at any desired angle. So if you never, ever, ever want to go past the beginning stages here, you can set that tether. It'll automatically stop you. And that's as far back as you're going. But from here, what's happening is each joint is being decompressed by the weight that it normally has to carry when upright. So that means your neck is getting the perfect stretch. If you have neck tension or stress in your shoulders, this is helping to relieve that. We also have a stretch that's your entire torso happening at your lower back. So that's more weight, more pull, giving those bigger joints more decompression, opening up everything in that area. And really you can literally see it as I lay here, my body stretching out. And as you stretch your back, those little misalignments that are there, that little spot that got out of whack when you were gardening or picked something up funny, those things naturally fall into place. You can stretch and move your body to help that along. And it just feels great.
It does. As I was listening to you, Riley, I was inverting back. Now my tether is set so that I'll only go to this angle. I can take it off completely if you want to go all the way, but you don't have to. And I'm already feeling benefits here. While Riley was talking, I was saying, oh, this feels so good. Woo,
so where your hand is there is a traction handle. So say you want to get more stretch, but you don't want to invert as far. See those handles sticking up? You just push. Now straighten your arms. And now you add manual traction, so you get a deeper stretch to your back like you were in full inversion, but not having to rotate as far. That's a feature that's an upgrade on this table. So those are typically sold for an additional $50 that are included today. Then you're also getting those larger handles. They're like training wheels for a bicycle. So if you guys at home are thinking, I gotta control this with the weight of my arms, you don't have to do that. You can use those big handles to walk yourself into and out of inversion. So you're always going to be able to come back up, right? You're always gonna have that comfort of when you wanna sit up, you simply use the handles, use your arms, and you're gonna return upright.
Absolutely. I remember the very first time I inverted, and I did it on air. I hadn't done it before.
Yeah.
And I can understand if you're looking at this and saying you've heard about the benefits of inversion, this is nothing new. This has been around for ages. But when it comes to inverting, and the benefits of it, you want to feel confident when you are on your table. And so I really do encourage you to read even just some, if not all of the 471 reviews on this particular FitSpine X3 inversion table on hsn.com, because it talks about, it's people just like you and me who maybe have never inverted before, or they've heard about it, they've read about it, they've done research, and they did it and they love it, and it's what they do. It's part of their everyday, 3 to 5 minutes. It doesn't take more than that. And you see the benefits and you feel the benefits. Let's take a listen. We're gonna hear from a few doctors on our testimonials. And while you're listening, and if you're saying, you know what, I've been watching this for years, I know my body needs it, I want you to go ahead and call or shop on hsn.com and pick yours up.
So when you decompress, there is a lengthening of the spine. And by doing so, with a greater disc height, you've got more room for the nerves, there's less compression with the facet joints, and the spine is just much happier.
For the past 53 years, I've been a neurosurgeon with a major interest in chronic pain and dealing with many patients with back pain. Most patients tell me if they use their Teeter inversion table on a regular basis, they simply feel much better. No one has to do anything to you, and I think it's a very natural way to deal with the problem.
And I love the fact it is a natural way to deal with the issues, Riley, that we may have with our back, with sciatica, with herniated discs, those kinds of things, because it's not a medicine, it's nothing that you're ingesting or anything like that. And it's something that you really have your hands on and control over. Let's talk about some of the issues that this is indicated for.
Yeah, absolutely, because there's a ton of different issues, whether it's muscle related or here's the list. Back pain, just back pain in general. Sciatica, that's a pinched nerve. If you've got radiating pain down your leg, burning pain, that's typically a pinched nerve. This will help. Spinal degenerative joint disease, spinal curvature due to tight muscles, muscle tension. That's just a handful of them. There's a whole other page. Herniated disc, another name for that is slip disc, bulge disc. degenerative disc disease, that's the same as osteoarthritis in the back, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, and muscle spasm. And the reason it's able to deal with so many different types of back pain is because of the unique way that it interacts with your body. As you invert, the muscles stretch and relax. That helps improve blood flow. So if you have that muscle tension or muscle spasm, it's going to help with that tightness and tension. It is going to help with the spinal alignment, because just think about a tangled necklace or a string. You hold one end and you pull the other, it straightens out. That's what we're doing. We're just pulling straight and getting that traction and that decompression, and that naturally helps all those vertebrae move back into alignment. And then we're also elongating. That stretch that you're getting is the big, big key. That's the game changer. And that's why we designed the bed the way that we did. We didn't put foam on it. We don't want your body to sink in. We want it to be a firm, smooth surface that allows your body to lengthen as much as possible, because when those vertebrae open up, that's when the magic happens, because the discs do not have a blood supply of their own. So if they're injured, it's really hard for them to get better. When the pressure's on them, when you're standing, when you're walking, when you're sitting, all of that is pressure, and those discs cannot get nutrition. Again, they don't have a blood supply. The only way they get nutrition is by absorbing it from surrounding tissues. So when we invert, it's not just like lying down, because there's muscles and ligaments that are holding you in background compression. When we invert, we're pulling traction, and the pressure in the spine actually gets to zero. And these discs, like thirsty little sponges, soak up that nutrition that they need to be healthy. And that's the game changer, is we're simply helping the body help itself.
That's right.
We're giving it the opportunity to feel better. And it's, I mean, when it's that simple, that's why you have 471 reviews on HSN with so many, 4.7 stars overall.
Right.
So this is what I'm talking about. These are daily activities. This was actually a study done where volunteers allowed a pressure sensor to be surgically implanted into their back. So we know standing up, you have 100% pressure in that lower back. But when we get into different body positions, this is where we kind of get the shock. This is why they tell you lift with your knees, because the pressure goes way up. But this is really how we live our lives. And this is why back pain has become epidemic, is when we sit down, the muscles relax. And so that puts even more pressure into the spine. And remember, when we have pressure on the discs, those discs lose the moisture, lose the nutrition that they need to be healthy. And this is why inversion works in 3 to 5 minutes. When you lay down, so you get in bed at night, your discs are like, this is my chance to get the nutrition that I need. But the muscles and ligaments are holding it in background compression. You saw that there was 25% pressure still, hours and hours and hours for them to get the nutrition that they need. When we invert, the pressure gets to zero, no pressure in the disc. So now that moisture goes in. It takes 3 to 5 minutes, because think about it. You get a coffee mug and you start pouring your coffee into it. You can pour forever, but the mug's still gonna only hold so much, right?
Right.
So we're just filling that disc up. That takes about 3 to 5 minutes of inversion. And then you can get up, you can go on with your life. So think about, you know, you wake up in the morning, maybe you slept in a little ball, you're stiff. A lot of people just don't wake up feeling great.
Right.
This is a good way to get the muscles loose, loosen all that up, go to work, do what you gotta do. You're probably sitting on the job, or you're serving tables, or, you know, all these things. The pressure is on your back. There's not a lot of jobs where you gotta lay down. And then you come home and you invert. And this is really where you get that second wind.
Yes.
Because your body gets recharged The spine relaxes, that tension in your shoulders. I know me, I am a desk jockey. I sit, I show up, my watch is constantly like, stand up, stand up.
Yes.
Because it's 8 hours of like this, with your shoulders roll forward.
Right.
And that head forward posture, it's tight, it's tense.
Yes.
When we invert, we open up that chest, we relax those back muscles, we improve our posture, we get our head back on top of our shoulders. It just feels so good. It relieves all that tension.
It does.
And
yes,
and then the back is feeling good.
And it continues to do that. And again, when you have this at home, you can do it as often as you need to. You know, some people have said the reason that they picked up their own inversion table, a Teeter inversion table, was because they've used it other places and they felt so good, but they didn't have close access to one. So they only felt good while they were able to use that table at another location. So they decided to get one for their own home so that they could use it, whether it's every morning when you wake up or midday or right before you go to bed. You'll determine when you're going to use your X3. And then you're going to use it and feel the benefits in your body. And it's going to be something that for 3 to 5 minutes, it doesn't take any extra time. It doesn't mean that you have to go somewhere or make an appointment or anything like that. You use it when you need to. There's nothing to plug in. There's no motor. There's nothing loud that's going to interrupt anyone. So you can use it at your own time. And for 3 to 5 minutes, that's your time for your body and your well-being. We've got it at a sale price, and that sale price will end tomorrow, just so you know. We also have it on free shipping. We also have it on FlexPay, so you can spread the payment out, and it's $65.99 to get home. And we really want you to try it out. And if it's not right for you, we have our 30-day return policy, and you can send it back. But I don't think you will. I think when you get it home and you start using it, you'll say, what took me so long to get it? Doesn't matter. I'm glad I've got it now. 3 to 5 minutes every day, and you'll see the results in your body. Let's take a listen to another doctor testimonial. While you're listening, as always, you can shop or you can call us or you can go to hsn.com and pick yours up.
The discs that sit here are like shock absorbers we have on the car. So when you get up in the morning, you may be 6'1". When you go to bed at night, you're actually about 6'1½". You lose 1/4 to 1/2 inch of height as these shock absorbers get squeezed and the water comes out of them. Then when you're asleep, they rehydrate. One of the advantages, I think, of Roger's device is that you can do this during the day too and give yourself kind of a break from the constant pressure on your back and on these shock absorbers to allow them to rehydrate by taking all the pressure off and letting them have some freedom. People that get on a standard routine and do it again and again do far better than people that go for 3 weeks of therapy and then re-injure again in a year, go for 3 weeks therapy. A daily routine, which is what Roger's recommending, I think is a very good way of getting your back in great shape so that as we stay vertical for our lives, we don't start breaking down later on.
I like that. When you have, you could do a daily routine when you have it in your home every day. You know, Riley, I know that we have offered, this is our longest running piece of fitness equipment here at HSN, because it's actually getting your body fit. Sometimes we only think of fit as pretty muscles, but if your body doesn't feel good, then you can't go out and live a healthy life. So I love that we continue to bring this here and you continue to innovate. But let's talk about, there are a lot of inversion tables out there. This is the one that everyone stands by because of all of the safety features that you've put in so that you can have that peace of mind when you are suspended upside down.
Well, yeah, of course. When a product's successful, we started in 1981, you get the copycats. And that's flattering because you know it works, right? But they are not building the product for the benefits. They're building it for marketing gimmicks. They put foam on the bed. Your body sinks into that, and you don't get the body slide when you invert that gives you the decompression. But they also don't do any of this critical testing. We are UL safety certified. So that's testing the ankle closure. Look at that, it's holding 1,200 pounds. So we say it has a 300-pound user weight capacity, but it holds 4 times that. This is 300 pounds cycling 30,000 times. And the reason our table is so much stronger, lasts so much longer, so much more durable, is because we use heat-treated steel in key components. That is 73% stronger and lasts 10 times longer.
Wow.
So this is the study done with the Teeter, which is on the top, and then the main competitors out there. Now that dashed line is their safety requirement. So that's not what we said is required to make a safe table. That's what a third party said. And as you can see, our table went past it. They actually stopped the testing for time. It was still in perfect condition. My dad jumped on and did sit-ups. The other tables failed. Now, seriously, that's broken, torn metal.
Wow.
At an average of 10% of the spec. They didn't even go 10% over. And that, I mean, is because as we move metal back and forth, as we're rotating in and out of inversion, it heats up just like a coat hanger does if you bend it back and forth, and eventually it snaps. So again, we use heat-treated steel that's 73% stronger, lasts 10 times longer, and that's really what gives you the safety. And that's why HSN hasn't had a competitor. We know that, you know, Skin Cream does well. They have a lot of different brands. A lot of products, when they do well, they try another vacuum cleaner. They try this. They look at different brands out there to give you choices. But they don't give you choices in inversion because no other brand is FDA registered. That's at 10 different types of back pain, sciatica, herniated discs, all of those, and UL safety certified. In fact, the US military will only use Teeter products. They won't use any of the other ones because if there's a test out there for safety and a product doesn't meet it, they cannot use it and recommend it to their troops.
That's right.
So that's a huge deal. I mean, we listen to that, right? Because that's what gives you the assurance that, yes, you can be comfortable in your own home, inverting, getting all these great benefits, and be safe at the same time.
Absolutely. You mentioned the fact that there's no foam on the bed because you want to be able to slide. You mentioned the fact that it flexes with you. It's going to stay in place, but it is going to flex with you so it's more comfortable when you're using it. You've got cushioning for support for your head. It even comes with the Acupressure nodules. I don't have any here, but if you have different areas of your body that you need just a little or want a little extra pressure, you can customize that. I love that it's even concave a bit. So it supports your body and your back in that way, and can help to give you lumbar support. This is, and Riley, you were saying, you set your height, it helps you. It's literally a 1, 2, 3. Set your height, set your angle, lock your ankles. Set your height right here. Set your angle with the tether, and this will, you know, you can tether it a little bit higher or a little bit lower, or you can take the tether off altogether. But you can see where mine was tethered so that I would only go just a little bit past horizontal. And even Riley, even at this angle, I'm getting benefit.
Huge, yeah, you're decompressing, you're stretching out that spine, you are starting to get a lot of benefits. And then we've included the traction handles so that you can push and add that additional traction at any angle. So you're always going to get that full stretch that's gonna give you the relief. So yeah, we've thought of every single thing that really does.
Oh, I think she froze. She was saying, we thought of every single thing that really does help you. We were talking a little bit just a moment ago when we started off to share with you the ankle, the foot placement and the ankle placement. So if you needed to adjust that, you could do that. Let's say you wanted to adjust how your foot is placed. You've got cushion around your ankle, and it's cushion on the front and the back, so that when you step in, you're in. And then you listen for the click. I am locked. I am locked. This is another upgrade. The fact that in order to lock and unlock, I don't have to, I can press the button here and open up. I don't have to bend all the way down where it used to be I'd have to bend all the way down to lock the ankles. Now I don't have to, because imagine if you have issues with your back, the idea of bending all the way down might not be so comfortable. So everything has been thought out, from the traction handles to the easy climb handles here. So you can easily lower yourself down and easily pull yourself up. I tell you, this is really something to get home and use and feel the benefits of. If you're waking up this morning, as you do every morning, with an achy back for some of those reasons that we were sharing with you, I want you to go ahead and pick up your Teeter FitSpine X3 inversion table. It's $634-808. You could use FlexPay, free shipping, but this sale price does end tomorrow, just so you know. Now, let me also tell you, we're offering up a secret sale on our favorite, our customer favorites. All you need is the secret phrase, which is customer faves. Simply go to hsn.com, type in the phrase customer faves, and that's fave, F-A-V-E-S, into the search bar to reveal the secret spectacular deals. There's something for everyone. Get an additional 30% off HSN customer favorites, and you'll need to act quickly though, because this sale is only good for a limited time. I know that a lot of you are on the phone for your FitSpine. I'm glad that you are. Riley Teeter, thank you for joining us. And we've got, oh wait, she's not going away. She's got more, because we're gonna get our muscles fit coming up on the other side of this.